Good morning, students. Today we will practice question number 3, A and B, both the parts, as well as the language structure of question number 5. It will be submitted to you on 21st December 2020. Dear students, kindly be ready with your English language book and notebook both. First of all, we'll take up the format of notice writing. The new format of notice writing is, first of all, you have to give a creative heading. After giving a creative heading, you need to write the name of the event. Then, after writing the name of the event, you are going to write the date. Date when that particular event is going to take place. After that, you are going to give the time when it is going to initiate. After writing the time, you have to give the venue, and venue should have two localities, smaller locality as well as a bigger locality. Smaller locality is writing big basement, or it can be any classroom in the school. Bigger locality means to write the name of the school, Tender Heart School, Chandigarh. In case there are additional details given in the question, then try to write all those additional details in the upper part of the answer. In the end, you have to use minimum 3 to 4 lines. And there you are supposed to write the target audience. Target audience means you have to specify the particular event you are talking about is meant for all the students of the school, or is it meant for only a specific lot, that is the senior students of the school. Then you have to give the contact person along with the designation, if any. If there is no name given in the question, then you yourself are the contact person. Writing designation means if head boy, head girl, librarian, vice principal, coordinator, if any such designation is already given in the question, then you are going to write it. Otherwise, no need to write anything. And after giving the contact person, you have to give the submission date. So, dear children, when all the details are given, you are going to place the content in a box. Now, we'll discuss the format of email writing. So, while writing an email, the first thing which you are supposed to do is to write to. After writing to, you are going to write receiver's email address. So, dear children, here you are advised not to use capital letters. You have to write the receiver's email address in small letters only. And then, after writing the address, you have to draw a line. Then, you are going to write the subject. Subject needs to be very brief or precise, because you can elaborate the subject matter in the body of the email. Then you are going to draw a line, and after drawing a line, the next thing which you are supposed to do is to give the salutation. Salutation means writing dear sir, dear madam with a comma. Let's discuss the body of the email, that is First of all, you have to write an opening sentence. Opening sentence means you are going to name the particular event which is going to take place. Then you have to give date, time, venue. In venue, you are going to write both the localities. And whatever details are given in notice writing, they needs to be the similar in email writing also. They cannot be different. Then in the end, you are going to write a good closing sentence. Technically, we also call it acknowledgement of the invitation or request. So after writing the closing sentence, you are going to write the subscription, that is yours truly, yours faithfully, and then you have to put a comma here. After writing yours truly, you are going to write your name, that is name of the sender. Then comes the designation, that is always optional. If it is given, you are going to write, otherwise there is no need of writing ABC XYZ. Now we'll take up question number 5, first part of practice paper 9. That is, fill in each of the numbered blanks with the correct form of the word given in brackets. The given passage is, there was a king in China who used, your first hint is spend hours in his uniform, and then your first verb in bracket is parade before a mirror in his room. He would remain secluded in his palace, admiring himself, while his subjects, your second hint in bracket is starve to death, and his kingdom went to ruin. One night, a courtier gathered a group of palace, and your third hint in bracket is attend. And while the king slept, cut a window on the wall where king's mirror had hung. The next morning, when the king dressed himself in his, your fourth hint in bracket is sparkle, medals, he walked to where the mirror had been and saw to his, your fifth hint in bracket is amaze, the unending procession of his people passing on the street. He saw starving children reaching into garbage cans for crusts. He saw sick, and your sixth hint in bracket is maim, men and women. He, your seventh hint in bracket is tear, of his medals called for simple clothes and went out. Your eighth hint in bracket is mingle with the people. His whole outlook on life changed when he stopped looking into mirror at only himself. So dear children, you are again advised to give 2 to 3 readings to the given passage, and reading needs to be done with complete understanding. So now we'll read the given passage again and fill in all the blanks. There was a king in China who used Now we'll add to and spend will remain unchanged. To spend hours in his uniform. Parade will become parading. Parading before a mirror in his room. He would remain secluded in his palace, admiring himself, while his subjects will become starved, starved to death, and his kingdom went to ruin. One night, a courtier gathered a group of palace attend will become a common noun attendant. Attendants, and while the king slept, cut a window on the wall where king's mirror had hung. The next morning, when the king dressed himself in his sparkle will get sparkling. Sparkling medals, he walked to where the mirror had been and saw to his amaze will become amazement. The unending procession of his people passing on the street. He saw starving children reaching into garbage cans for crusts. He saw sick and will get maimed. Maimed men and women. He, tear will get tore. So three forms of tear are tear, tore, torn. Torn off his medals, called for simple clothes, and went out. Mingle will take before it. So we'll get to mingle, and this is called infinitive form. To mingle with the people. His whole outlook on life changed when he stopped looking into mirror at only himself. So now we'll take up B part of question number 5 and test paper 9, that is fill in each blank with an appropriate word. Your first sentence is cholera has broken, then there is a blank, in our village. So dear children, the given sentence talks about a disease which has spread. So we'll go for out. Cholera has broken out in our village. Sentence number 2 is he made ambitious plans, but all of them fell, then there is a blank. So dear children, we'll go for through, THROUGH, because it talks about the failure of the ambitious plans. Sentence number 3 is the burglars made, then there is a blank, with our money. So we'll go for away, that is to run away. Burglar means thieves. The burglars made away with our money. Sentence number 4 is the hunger strike was called, then there is a blank, last night. So we'll go for OFF. It means there might be consultations or negotiations. So that is why the hunger strike has come to an end. Number 5 is after his father's death, his brother has turned, then there is a blank, him. So we'll go for against here. It means after his father's death, his brother has turned against him. Sentence number 6 is the Indian army put, then there is a blank, the rebellion. So dear children, we'll go for down. It means with the efforts of Indian army, the rebellion has been stopped. So this is the Indian Army put down the rebellion. Sentence number 7 is I dip, then there is a blank, my savings at the end of the month. So we'll go for into here. That is, I dip into my savings at the end of the month. Sentence number 8 is she furnished him, then there is a blank, the facts surrounding the case. So we'll go for with. She furnished him with the facts surrounding the case. So it means whatever details this female was having, they were provided to the concerned individual. So now we'll take up C part of question number 5, that is, join the following sentences to make one complete sentence without using and, but or so. Your first sentence is clear the written test. Only then you will be called for an interview. So dear children, using if or unless, which is type 1 conditional, you can join this sentence. So you can write it as unless you clear the written test, comma, you will not be called for an interview. So dear children, be very careful. If you are using if or unless, which is if clause, then you are going to use simple present tense in this part and simple future in the main clause. Your sentence number 2 is he made us laugh. Second part of the sentence is he told us a funny story. So dear children, as he is common at both the places, so we'll make a simple sentence using by. He made us laugh by telling us a funny story. Sentence number 3 is he whispered something, full stop. The second part is it was audible. So dear children, making audible inaudible, we can write it as he whispered something inaudible. Your sentence number 4 is he is wealthy. He can easily buy the best car here. So dear children, you can also use being. Is will become being. Being wealthy, then there is a comma, he can easily buy the best car here. You can also write it using because, as he can easily buy the best car here because or as he is wealthy. We'll take up D part of test paper 9, that is, rewrite the following sentences according to the instructions given after each. Make other changes that may be necessary but do not change the meaning of each sentence. So your first sentence is, besides being honest, he is intelligent, and you are required to use not only but also. So dear children, when not only but also is given in small letters, you are going to use it in between the sentence and you are going to make an assertive sentence. So you can write it as he is not only honest but also intelligent. Sentence number 2 is I shall go to the market if you come, and you are advised to end with unless you come. So dear children, this is again a conditional sentence, and unless clause is already taking simple present tense, so you are required to use simple future in the main clause. So your answer is I will not go to the market unless you come. Sentence number 3 is do you mean to go abroad? And there is the instruction of using intention. So you will not change the interrogative form. You will let it remain the same and then you are going to use intention. So you can write the answer in the following way, that is, do you have the intention of going abroad? So your fourth sentence is no one could have taken the responsibility and you are required to begin with anyone. So dear children, it's too easy because no one is already changed into anyone. So there won't be any other change in the given sentence. So this is anyone could have taken the responsibility. Sentence number 5 is the businessman has enemies but he has a bodyguard to protect him. And you are going to begin with the businessman has a bodyguard to protect him and then there is a blank. So using from his enemies, your sentence is complete. Has a bodyguard to protect him from his enemies. Sentence number 6 is work hard and you will succeed. So this is again a conditional sentence and you are instructed to begin with unless. So one part will make positive and other part will get negative. So your answer is unless you work hard, you will not succeed. Sentence number 7 is he was sorry that he had not said goodbye to her. And you're going to begin with he regretted. So you will use not having and then there won't be any other change in the next part. He regretted not having said goodbye to her. Sentence number 8 is we are preparing for his birthday. So you are going to begin with preparations. So dear children, the given sentence is in active and you are going to change it into passive voice. So using the rule of active and passive voice, you are going to add is, am, are, being and third form of the verb. So you can write it as preparations are being made for his birthday. This is all for today. Thank you and have a great day ahead.